And welcome to the ETF Edge portion of Halftime Report. I'm Bob Pisani. The big rotation is on, out of thematic tech and into value, energy, commodities, dividends, anything inflation themed. Let's talk to the heads of two ETFs in the thick of that rotation. Jeremy Schwartz is the Global Chief Investment Officer for WisdomTree. Christian Magoon is the CEO of Amplified. Jeremy, you run one of the biggest thematic tech ETFs out there, the cloud computing ETF, WCLD. A year ago, $1.5 billion in assets, now under $1 billion. How would you characterize the flows in and out of thematic tech right now? Is there any sense of a bottom?
You know, when you look at the big rotation, for sure, cloud has been one of the fastest growing segments of the market, and those stocks have come up. They're around 33% off their 52-week highs, that cloud basket. It's one of the biggest drawdowns you've seen in any segment of the market. So you're seeing the valuation of those have come to where they're the cheapest. Now, they're still expensive versus the market, but they're cheapest they've been from versus themselves in a long time. There's been modest, I'd say modest outflows. You know, people are still looking at that as one of the higher growth areas, and they're investing that way. Yeah,
I agree. Outflows have been very modest in the particular ETF you were talking about there. Now, Christian, any ETF with the title inflation in it has inflows right now, big inflows. You just launched an inflation fighter ETF. The symbol is IWIN. It contains a mix of stocks, gold, Bitcoin even, commodities in it. The goal here, not just to provide capital appreciation, but you claim you can do it in inflation-adjusted terms. Can you explain that?
Yeah, that's right. So we're focusing with IWIN on really two asset classes, commodities, which benefit from inflation, but also stocks that are in businesses with scarce assets, commodity REITs, asset miners. All these businesses and investments benefit from inflation and should be able to outpace this kind of scourge of inflation that's hitting investors' wallets as well as their portfolios. So we're quite bullish on this as a way to hedge against inflation with IWIN.